You have effects.
All right. Wow. Hello, and welcome to the Courtesy Flush. I guess I must have got that straight down the wrong pipe. Anyway, excuse me. Joining me is Mr. Nick Naresar. Hello.
Hello there.
Ah, yes. I love it when everything works. Let me just bring that right bit through. There you go. Anyway, welcome to the Courtesy Flush. Tonight we're going to play more of the Black Mirror. If you guys remember what happened last time, neither do we, because that game is so weird. We don't know what's happening, and every single time that we feel like we're getting somewhere, there's something else that happens. Like that child being randomly slaughtered for some reason we haven't been able to discern. There's not even like a marking as
True,
to...
we haven't gone back to that one, have we?
No, and it's just kind of like, oh, I guess we're going to go visit my aunt now. And then we just go down there and, like, poke around in her ancestor's tomb because we're weird. And, I mean, I guess there's supposed to be an answer.
We did find a secret chamber with a key in it.
Yeah, and lots of skulls, one of which...
there is that too, yes.
There was a lot of skulls in there. And now we went to the mental hospital where we found out that our brother Richard, to no one's surprise, has been abusing patients there, including, I believe, his brother or someone that he is related to us.
Somebody else in the family, question mark. I mean,
who has questionable mental stability.
William and Victoria are apparently our grandparents, if we've got the family tree vaguely in the right direction.
It's just starting to sound like, because every single person in this family so far has really messed up mental conditions. And I'm starting to wonder, like, the Gordon family, were they doing, like, a lot of, like, very old medieval noble shit? Like, I don't know. It's starting to...
either that or you've seen the state of the house, or at least parts of the house.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible that the mold is taking over their brains.
That's true. There is a lot of mold in that house. And, you know, I feel like they had so much money because they bought Black Mirror, which is the whole, like, what, is it like an island or something? I don't know. They just bought the whole land, and then it was during Arthurian times or something like that. I don't know what the story is. This is the problem we're running into. We don't actually really know what's going on. We feel like we're going crazy, which I think is the point, and I like that that's what's happening. But it also is kind of confusing as to what direction we're supposed to head. I'm very fortunate that we've had all these hints, because I feel like we would have gotten stuck a long time ago, especially in that mine. But that's enough for an opening review of the game. Let's go ahead and launch it, Nick. Here, you go ahead and take over.
Okay. One game launch incoming.
I'll turn it down so it doesn't blow our ears out. Ah, stereo panning. Hey, Ginger, how's it going? Haven't been able to watch in a long time. How's it going, Viking? Good to see you. Hey, Wraith. And Chris. All right,
Okay.
let's go ahead and load the game.
And make them less. Okay, that feels decent.
Okay, it's number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah. Back home, 12-13.
That.
So we're back home.
Okay.
Now what? What do we do?
That is a good question. Let's go.
Let's go bother. Yeah, let's go bother
Let's see
our.
who we can bother. Is there anybody in the common room?
Let's see. Nope, just
There's
some old
nobody in the
paintings
common room.
of King George for some reason, and then that sweet painting of Legacy of Kane himself.
Okay. We don't want to go outside. It sounds wet outside.
It has been raining a lot more.
Okay.
So he's over here
Bates.
stirring macaroni.
Yes, sir.
No, he's boiling something. Oh,
Light-
lighthouse.
Can you tell me where the old lighthouse is on our lands? I do not recall having heard about it.
But certainly you do, sir. The decaying ruins are along the Sharp Edge Cliffs. It is the only building in that wasteland. You cannot possibly miss it. May I ask why you are interested in it?
Well, I really just wanted to know where I would find it. I think I will go now.
I'll return to
That
my
doesn't
work.
sound. Hold on. That doesn't
Did we
sound.
have a weird dream before we signed off last time?
Did we do what?
I'm wondering, did we have a really weird dream?
I think we did. We had a dream sequence. I think that's what it was.
That would explain the lighthouse.
Yeah. I also think that the holidays have been a time, man. Our memories have been failing us on this. But don't worry. Somehow we will figure out how to beat this game. One hint at a time.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's look at the pictures. We haven't done that in a while. So this is supposedly the good brother.
Yeah, he looks like Kane from Legacy of Kane.
Okay.
With a goatee.
And you could say, well, that guy looks kind of questionable to be
patch.
the good brother.
Yeah.
But if we compare it to the other brother,
Yeah, the other
that's
brother.
here in the other corner, we can see that, okay, that guy just was questionable. No, this guy looks straight up like he's going to
Vigo the Carpathian's cousin, much greener than him. And his 2 doggos.
Yes, two doggos. That kind of look a little dopey for being evil hellhounds, but you know what? Probably at the end of the day, they're still hellhounds and will still.
I think the fact that he has this painting there should tell everybody that there's something absolutely wrong with this man. But no, they just assume, oh, that was just Uncle, whatever his name was. I forget his name. Uncle Evil Bad Guy. He's not actually an evil bad guy. He just had 2 dogs. They were very green.
Or am I just assuming that I'm pulling that from Arthurian legends? Anyways,
Yes,
so we
okay,
found
so
downstairs.
yeah, no, we're on the right track. I just wanted to make sure I had the right hint guide loaded up for this next part. Because I was like, what chapter?
I don't want to upset Victoria with yet another conversation. I'll talk to her later.
I feel like this game has got some kind of secret sauce to it that oddly attracts me to want to play and beat it more. And I don't know why. Because there's so much about this that just feels wrong. And I'm just fascinated. I want to see how this ends. I definitely want to see how this ends.
You want to see where the train wreck comes to a stop.
Yes. Because, even though Harvester was weird and, like, kind of vulgar, especially at the end, we knew what the end was going to kind of end up being. It was going to be crazy. We knew it was going to be crazy. We were expecting insanity. With this one, we don't know if we're going to get insanity or just, like, I don't know, a cutscene of, like, magic bad stuff happening, and then we scream in horror.
There's no point in going to the garden.
Okay.
I think you just needed. You probably can just go to the lighthouse now.
Oh, true. We were supposed. I guess if we ask about where I'm thinking, okay, we need to go figure out who we need to talk to. No, we literally just had a conversation about, hey, there's a lighthouse. Where is it? Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, because that's someplace where
go...
James usually likes to go.
Sharp Edge. I'm sure.
I didn't know whether I'd find James on the cliffs. Something was telling me, though, that it was the place where he wanted to meet with William. This place looks exactly like that picture of James's.
Those Harvester videos, yeah. Harvester is a wild game. Getting Nick to play that just blew me away.
There's nothing interesting on those.
Okay. So somebody's here because there's a light.
Obviously.
A stiff mist clouds the bottom of the cliff from sight. It's at least 50 feet down, given the reverberation of the waves.
What? How can you tell?
I don't know either.
How can he tell? That's an amazing ability. He's got echolocation?
Someone started a fire inside. If it's really James in there, I should be ready for just about anything.
Or does he just spout things and he says it so matter-of-factly that he just believes that's true?
I'll have a look around.
Yeah, he wants to be doubly sure before he goes into the spooky room.
I'll go around the house. Okay, I'll give you...
Maybe I should have a look around the lighthouse before I go find out who's inside.
That's what you just... What? What? Nick.
If we're dead on the beach.
Oh, we're dead.
No, he's moving. We're not dead yet.
What's going on? Nick, click on something.
My arms, as well as my legs, are tied together.
Samuel? Oh, God. Okay, what is happening? Why are we dying? It was James.
Okay.
What?
Well, I didn't... So, here's the thing. I didn't click on him. I could have clicked on him. I was trying to figure out what else I could click on. Apparently, that was the wrong answer. I am so annoyed right now. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So...
What? We gotta go talk to James, or the butler again.
So we gotta go talk to Bates.
Yeah, Bates. Yeah, so James found us, and then he started... Okay, so we now know, even though Samuel doesn't know, we have a foreknowledge now, that James just straight up buried Samuel
Bates.
alive. No, this is not Sierra. This is actually a German company.
Yes, sir?
Can you tell me? I do.
But it is... May I...
Well,
It came out in
I think I
2003.
will go.
I'll read...
Okay. So we're gonna do this.
And save
I
your
didn't
game.
know whether I'd find something. This place looks...
Save your game, Nick.
Okay, well, I'm gonna click on the two things here real quick.
There's nothing interesting.
Actually, I take that back. There's three things.
Someone started a... If it's really... A stiff mist. It's at least...
Okay.
So, yeah, he did his echolocation. He knows that the water is somehow 50 feet below him.
So we're gonna save game.
Let's not die again. No,
Okay.
I think that this. Oh no, it's a full moon, Nick.
So
That
you're
means
saying
it's
all
going to
the places are-
conveniently be well lit. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we can leave Sharp Edge, we can go around the lighthouse. If we try to go in the entrance...
First, I'll have a look around.
Yeah, go around it, and then we activate the.
First, I'll have...
Once we're back in the thing, you should probably try clicking on him, see if you can talk to him.
Yeah, that seems to be the obvious...
Maybe I should have a look around the lighthouse before I go find out who's inside.
Okay.
Ironically, if we went inside first, we'd be okay.
I just don't know why.
Okay.
What happened? Like we
Sounds
don't.
like he hit us, like...
Hey,
he tried
Ardania.
to knock us out.
Happy in
Appears to
between
be
this
digging.
before the
I
new
need
year.
to stop this. He appears to be. I need to.
Right click, maybe. Right click.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, nope, we're...
Yeah,
Out
you
of
weren't
time.
fast enough. Yeah.
Okay, so we get time to do, like, one thing.
We are now at 10 deaths. Spooky.
Maybe I should have a look.
I wonder why the cans are hanging from the trees.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, I know it's a who knows, but it's kind of weird.
I mean, I won't deny that. Can we...
He appears to be. I need to.
Um,
Oh,
wham!
okay, so that was
Okay,
not
so
the
I
correct
need-
answer.
Well, no. It just means that I need to cut myself loose before he turns around. Because it was working, and then because if you notice, I clicked on him once. I think I didn't realize that I had cut my arms loose, but not my legs. So, I think if we do this twice quickly.
Maybe I should have a look around the lighthouse before I go find out who's inside.
Ow! 12 now.
Okay. So, we're going to cut our arms loose.
All right.
Then, we're going to cut our legs loose. And
There's no. I don't think that's the
Okay.
correct course of action.
Okay.
I think you're I think you're supposed to do something else, maybe. All right. Do you need a hint?
Let me give it one more go.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we
Shank
got?
the guy. Shank the guy. Yeah, maybe. What are you looking for?
Letter. Okay. I was looking to see what else we had. To maybe talk to him about. This is less sure than I thought it was going to be. You know what? Go give me a hint, just so we're not here all night.
Here's the hint. Remember that James was expecting William and doesn't even know who Samuel is. He probably thinks Samuel is some thug from the sanatorium sent to bring him back.
Okay, so do we have proof of identity?
There's quite a lot of money in it.
There's quite a lot of money in it. Okay, well, don't have to boast about it. Maybe you should put put somewhere safe.
Maybe I should have a look around.
I've
the
never looked
lighthouse
at my
before I go
wallet and
find out
ever
what's
said,
inside.
"My, that's a lot of money in there." Never once.
Okay. But Mike, you also don't live in a castle.
I don't live in a castle, and I feel like that is one of the shortcomings of my life that needs to be a reality.
Okay.
Go ahead. The knife. Gotta cut yourself loose first.
Okay.
Then you can show him stuff because you can't do it without your hands tied behind your
True.
back. Okay.
Diary?
No.
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 No. And
Hey,
now we're
Oken, how's it going?
Okay, so it's not diary. It's
Oh,
not.
never mind.
Okay. So, okay, so it's not letter for William. It's not the William's diary.
As though I've heard that.
Yeah, I don't know what will convince this
Old
guy.
photograph?
Because he does probably think you're crazy, or probably think you're there to take him away. I don't know if we can give him money.
Maybe I should have a look.
I have no idea, Nick. I could hit next on the hint list, but I'm willing to just try anything at this point.
Gonna try a couple more items, and we're gonna see how
Okay.
it goes. And then if that doesn't work, we'll,
Hey, Steele.
in the interest of not boring everybody to death and or seeing how high death counter can go, which I know from past experience is incredibly
No,
high.
can't pay him. No.
And nope, I'm locked out as he finishes his shoveling.
Ah. And we go in there limply and don't even fight. Interesting. You know, out of all the point-and-click game protagonists that we have seen, Samuel has so far been the wimpiest. And that's
Yes.
saying something.
You know what? Go ahead and hit the next on that hint.
Okay. Reading material, such as William's diary, probably won't have the instant emotional impact that's desired.
Maybe I should have a look around the lighthouse.
Okay. Well, the photograph didn't work.
Yeah.
What is- sure.
Hey,
Let's
how's it
show him-
going? He's a scholar, not a fighter. I don't know if he's even a
I don't
scholar.
even know if he's a... Same brainwave there. I don't even know the scholar. I have the vague impression that he's some sort of...
No.
Not that.
No. Looks like he got you.
Yeah, took too long. Can we not skip the death scene?
He's a scholar. I was trying to give him something. Yeah. Apparently he doesn't want money. He just wants to bury us alive, and Samuel just gonna let him.
Okay, what do we got?
This painting.
Okay. I think that's a picture of James, so that probably doesn't
It's
help.
strange to the
Let's give him our medication. That'll make him stop.
The diary.
as though I've heard that.
I don't know. Any of these items are perfectly valid in my mind. Like, at this point, just try anything.
Okay. I'm gonna try the.
Oh, we already
music
beat
box.
her in deaths, I think. No, we still haven't beat her in deaths. She's at she was like 24.
Maybe I should have a
Although Nick's Quest for Glory gameplay.
I was gonna say that's only on the most recent game. If we
Yeah.
tally up total deaths on Thirsty Flush, I think I am probably by far and away the reigning champion.
Well, I definitely see that as a win. No,
Oh,
looks
there
like he
we
got
go.
you.
Obviously, I didn't get. The,
Oh,
no.
he wants the music box?
Yes.
Why? Oh, maybe he knows the melody from... Oh.
That melody. I know it.
Yes, you know it. Try to remember, James.
I heard it so many times when I was a little boy.
Trust me, I'm telling you the truth. I am Samuel. William was my friend, just as he was yours.
Samuel. I don't remember the name. It's all so distant now.
William raised you as a son.
I just wanted to go back home. I sent a letter to William, but he neither replied nor came to see me.
He could not come, James. It was I who found your note, and that is why I've come.
Why couldn't he come? Is he ill?
He...
Yes,
William
very
is
ill.
dead.
No, I don't believe you. You're lying. He will come for me and take me home.
You have to trust me, James. William died a few days ago. They found his body under the old tower. Everyone believes it was an accident, but I don't believe it. I've come to you because you can help me find the truth.
Yeah.
Me? There's no way I could be of help. I don't believe in truth anymore.
But you know something that can help me find it. You must help me.
I don't even know who you are. What if you're lying to me? What if you have come to take me back?
I'm your only friend now, James. If you tell me what you know, I will help you return home.
Why should I trust you?
Well, you don't have much of a choice.
Maybe you really are my only friend. And if you're lying, it doesn't really matter anyway. I will never return there. I'd sooner kill myself than be with those people again.
You won't have to if you help me.
All right. I'll tell you everything you want.
Yes, which is only 3 topics, apparently.
Okay.
We need
let's
more
remember-
knowledge,
James,
please.
William.
I know you used to live at the castle. Why did William leave you in Ashbury?
It wasn't William. It was Robert who let me grow old in that horrible place.
Robert.
He put me there against William's will. He told him that I'd be better off, that I'd only stay there for a few weeks, that it would help me.
But you never returned.
He convinced William that I was getting worse and that he had to treat me for another month or 2. William believed the lies and put me in Robert's care. I still have no idea why he did that to me. How could he possibly allow such a thing?
So, Robert was lying to him all that time.
If it hadn't been for him, I could have returned any time.
Happy New
Now,
Year.
everything's changed.
Good to see you, Fomple.
I am here, and nobody, not even Robert, is going to get me back.
Huh.
I hate that bastard.
Oh.
Robert left for Ashbury 2 days ago. He said he had to leave because of something serious. No one has seen him since then, neither at the castle nor at the sanatorium.
Good. Maybe he finally got what he deserved. Maybe somebody finally killed him for all his atrocities. I certainly won't miss him.
Atrocities?
All those secret experiments of his on the patients. Is obsessed with the idea that he's going to make a huge discovery and won't stop no matter what happens. Him who's mad.
What exactly did he do?
He injected all kinds of stuff into us. Some of us died. Everyone in those cells is a guinea pig to him.
Why has no one ever found out?
He gets away with whatever he wants. No one has ever found out. When I told him I wanted to return, he gave me a shot. And after that, I didn't have a clue what was happening for 2 whole days. He knows very well that I could tell and ruin everything. I didn't want another dose of that stuff, so I ran away.
I want you to take a look at this. I know William left a similar object in your care a long time ago. I would like to get it back.
Gave it to me as a present when I was a little boy. I had long forgotten about it. William said I must take special care of it and not tell anyone. And he was very serious about it.
So where is it now? Have you got it with you?
No, they would have found it and taken it from me. I hid it in a safe place, right in front of everybody's noses. It wouldn't occur to anyone to even start looking there.
Where? Where did you hide it?
I don't know if I should tell you. William
William is dead. I must find that thing. You can't possibly imagine what I had to go through to get a hold of the other ones.
All right, I will tell you. It's in the old sewers, deep under the castle.
But there are no sewers there. Do you mean the cellar?
There is such a place, right under the cellar. You can get there through one of the trains.
Is that where I will find it?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I have to leave now, James.
Okay, I'll hide again.
Good God. Yeah, that guy, man. What a setup. Man. No wonder they call Richard a dick. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
No, it was a bad. The worst part is it's like I actually know a little bit about why that,
Yeah.
how that nickname works, but yeah, no, that was just straight up bad joke. Not that he isn't.
Yeah, he's definitely up to something.
Yeah.
What's with this weird sound?
The door is locked.
Is one of these the correct key? Okay. We'll have to try to remember to hang up.
The door is locked.
You have to get the
You
key.
just listen here, you dense MF.
Don't worry about it. It's just the wind. If I went into my basement
A sewer.
and it sounded like this, that would be a hell no for me, dog. No, I'm not going down there.
A sewer.
Don't get excited about the sewer.
Open
Nobody
up the
should get
sewer.
excited about the sewer except the Ninja Turtles.
It might come in handy.
What? Oh, some rope.
Um,
Nice. And a hook. Probably to lift the grate up.
It still seems to work just fine. I can't see anything there.
Okay.
You also need a light source, but you're probably just going to use a lighter.
Unpleasant smell is coming out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go down there.
A sewer. A sewer. I'll tie the hook.
Tie the hook to the rope.
Okay. So then. No.
Oh, did you think Samuel was going to lift that grate up with that rope?
Maybe.
Samuel has no upper body strength.
Samuel has no strength.
Yeah,
Full
0.
stop.
Yeah, full stop. He just doesn't. It would be a nice
Uh,
idea if it was anybody but Samuel.
Well, so what I'm suspecting
He hires people for that. Yeah. Hey, Zelsia.
is that
That's good.
kitchen.
Maybe it's a specific sewer grate.
Well, there's that thought. The other thought is there some sort of hold on. What? There was a flash of red here for a second. What went red?
Was it the wine bottle? No.
Seems to not be. That's to the rear part. I didn't think I was over that far. But if nothing else seems to be doing a thing, it must have been I just went that far and didn't notice or something. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. Okay. We need... What do we need? Well, first of all, it's obvious... Okay.
Yeah.
Something about this is not complete because it's not letting us even, like... It's not even registering that
I
we're
can't see anything.
clicking on anything.
What about,
Like-
do you have any loose change?
Yes.
Yes. It's actually going to work. Sweet. Okay. Because I was just like, well, let's see how far down this is, or if it's just like a kerplunk.
Nothing. No water.
Ooh. That might actually be the one. On your first try.
And I didn't even need the rope yet.
James
Oh.
did not lie. The secret underground exits. The air is barely breathable.
Oh, Christ. Oh, man.
What good would a fountain be in a cellar?
Yeah.
Perhaps it would bring up the water from the well when the castle was besieged. The water here couldn't be drank as it is, though. It's like a swamp here.
Ugh. Can you do anything else when you click on it?
There's not a drop of water in it.
Hi, just lift.
My ancestors built this sophisticated system of sewers.
Yeah, and they also put archways with some symbols on them.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to. I'm not even going to imagine what any of that means.
Oh, there's machinery.
The air smells awful like a swamp. Fresh air hasn't made it down here in centuries.
So what we're seeing is that clearly we need to be wearing like, an oxygen mask kind of thing. Either that or like carrying it with
It's
us and have
rusty
some
from the
sort of like,
dampness.
CO2
One of the
detector.
rods is loose.
Ooh. Nice thinking, Samuel. I love the art on the top there. That big face up there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not demonic
The steps
at all.
can't
Like,
be
I'm sure it's
used.
fine.
They're entirely buried in water.
There's some kind of pulley over there. No, that sounds like Tacoma.
I can't move it at all. The bars are chained and padlocked.
Chained and padlocked, huh?
It can't be turned.
Okay, is there
There's an opening.
or something?
An opening of some sort. Perhaps something is missing here. An opening of some sort.
Maybe one of your keys?
The water must have been standing here like this for years. It's full of floating algae and dirt.
Ugh. Oh, there's an opening. What's this?
I think that this is where the water comes in. The hatch is closed, though.
Well, I mean, if it hasn't been...
Oh, a
that's
cogwheel.
not
A
ideal.
part of some mechanism. There is so much algae in the water, the cogwheel hasn't even sunk. How can I get it out?
Oh, oh.
Wait,
Fishing rod.
well,
This won't do. The rope...
that's the point of a rope. Did he really say...
This won't do. The rope is bending too much.
Maybe you should take the hook off of the rope and then put it on the rod. Can you do that?
No, it's
Okay.
stuck like that now. Okay.
Do you have anything else?
And it's not happy with that. There was some machinery I missed back.
Just beat it.
So we're gonna go
Oh.
try that.
No, it would start glowing if it would work. No.
Okay, so we're gonna go back real quick.
Okay.
Because I noticed as we started going this way from in here, there's a thing mechanism over here.
Literally called mechanism.
Ironically enough,
This
yes.
mechanism probably controls the pumps in the cellar.
We were right.
Surely it hasn't been here since the old days.
It's a mechanism.
It appears to be stuck.
Okay. What do we do when things are stuck? Option number 1, more leverage. Apparently more leverage is not the correct answer. Option number 2,
Acid.
acid.
Acid is always the answer. Oh, we can use it on that lock.
Oh. We can certainly try. Does the acid work on the
Apply
lock?
lube.
It does. Huzzah!
Well, we did it before.
We did?
Yeah, to get into the mausoleum.
Richard's acid has dissolved the padlock as if it were made of paper.
Did you block that memory out of your mind? We used the acid to get into that mausoleum.
The wheel is locked.
Ding, ding, we.
The wheel is locked.
Did it only partially work?
Use the rod, maybe?
It says it's locked.
The wheel is locked.
Probably because you need that gear. That's my guess.
Okay.
Try the rod. Try the rod on that. See if it does anything. Not on the gear, but on the... Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Right click, left click. What? What is that?
I'll try to stick the rod in there.
Why?
Oh.
I can't do it. The rod is too thick.
I
Okay.
don't know about
So
that.
we need, I feel like there's a bad joke in here somewhere, so I'm just like getting that out of my system now, and
Yeah.
we're gonna move on with our lives. Okay, so we need a rod that isn't as thick as our iron.
This is confusing. Hey John, how's it going? Good to see you. Mill the
I
rod
don't
down.
think
Yeah, you're right, Steel. We need to go
full
mill it down. Samuel, I would not trust near any machine shop.
There's a cogwheel on the ground here. Let's see. Hold on. Does this cogwheel work in this mechanism? Oh.
It appears to be stuck.
Okay.
It appears to be
I think that other cogwheel is supposed to go here.
Okay.
Because it looks like there's another space on... You see where I'm pointing at? Like, it seems there's, like, another space on the other side of that gear that was there to begin with, where that cogwheel that we see down in the pit is supposed to go. Look, who's that?
Confessions of a Ladder Maker.
Okay, that's how that's supposed to be parsed. Like, I got Confessions and Maker, and the middle bit was screwing me up. Anyways, Ladder Maker. I have a horrible feeling that if we tried to get Samuel here to use a lathe, that he's gonna like catch his jacket in it somehow, and then gonna rip his arm off, and it's just gonna be a lot of blood, a lot of mess, a lot of paperwork. Nobody's gonna have a good day.
He's like, I'll take and put this in my Bridgeport. It's like, why do you have a mill?
You wouldn't use a Bridgeport because that's not...
I know, but Samuel shouldn't be around these tools.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
well, let's go
going-
back. Let's go back to the swamp. Well, don't go upstairs because we don't need to go up there.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
You don't think we need to go up there? Okay.
No, I think what we need is definitely down here.
You think it's down here? Okay. So, let us consider what else can we possibly see.
Well, little hole there.
This must be where the water pours out when it gets too high.
Okay.
What about the other one?
That one?
Yeah.
Or which one? No, that was an inlet, we think. Although it's closed, but even if it's closed, it's still possibly leaking a little bit.
Nah. All right. Yeah, let's go back upstairs.
Go upstairs, see if we can... I'm wondering if we're missing an implement from... Like, maybe there's something in the barn that we can use.
The wheel is locked.
Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, could we... Is there like
I
a
can't
long
reach it
thin
from here.
rod or something? Although I can't believe like
This won't do. The rope is bending too much.
that's the point of a rope. It's supposed to bend.
I think he wants to carefully place it on there. And that's why he's saying that?
Oh, Ralphie, that phone was in my end. I didn't realize that the microphone was picking it up. My bad.
Oh, I noticed Nick does not have an emote in your list of emotes. Care to explain? You know what? I do have an emote for Nick. I just haven't put it in. I just haven't uploaded it. I do.
Okay.
There's no
There's
point
no
in
excuse there. I just haven't uploaded it. Do you want a hint? We can click next hint.
No, sorry, I got distracted by looking at chat. Because it.
There's no point in...
Okay, so it has to be from inside the house that we need.
Yeah.
What have we seen inside the house?
Well, a lot of really interesting interior decoration.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. What have we seen that isn't nailed down in the house that we can possibly take?
I don't think there's anything at this point. Can you tie the rope to something? We tried, and unfortunately Samuel lacks the ability to do that. But he can echolocate water from at least 50 feet away. An ability I didn't think anybody had, but Samuel does.
That's the history. Okay.
It's 1981 in this game. There's no cell phones. At least not any that you want near your head. There's some very brave people back then.
Can we take? No, the knife is not allowed to be taken. Any of the junk on the...
Yeah, if he just had a lathe, this would be like super easy, or like a file.
You know how long it would take to file that down?
Samuel looks
No.
like he would be able to do it in like 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll. You know what? I'll give you 5 minutes to file down a railing to, like, say, you know, about, well, we'll say you're going to take 1/4 of an inch off, and it has to be at least 6 inches down the shaft.
Yeah.
That you're taking that 1/4 inch off, and I'm going to give you a day to see.
It still seems to work just fine.
Oh no,
What? Is that a grill? That's a grinder.
it's a grinder.
What's a grinder do? I mean, is it for like meat?
I'll try to sharpen
Yes.
the rod a bit.
Oh, it's for sharpening.
No, it's not. That's not what it's supposed to be for.
That should be enough.
He just... Wait, he just put that into a meat grinder?
I think that's what it was.
But why?
Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that would actually work.
It just happened.
This should
I
do
ju-
better.
I just noticed that we could interact with
Okay,
it, and I had the
put the
horrible
rod
thought
in the
of,
opening. I'll
well, if
use
we're
the
supposed to
rod
interact
as a
it, can
lever.
we interact with it now?
No more questions.
The hatch has opened, but no water is running.
Well, we can definitely fix that problem.
So, do we now turn the wheel?
No, I'm just thinking you were going to go piss your... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, like, he just pees, like, a lot. I didn't think this was going to be unlocked. I was going to make a joke. It failed. Or Tanya. Stick your hands
The
in
water
it.
has
No.
risen to the brim of the drain channel.
Oh, it moved the gear.
Yeah, because the algae is that thick.
Can
This
we
won't do. The rope is bending too much.
But why?
An old rod. It will have to do.
Oh.
Okay, so we couldn't do that earlier because we needed the rod to do the other thing. But now that we can make it, the
What?
world's funkiest
What?
fishing rod.
I don't understand. Hold on. Wait. I'm just putting together the chain of events to get to this point. We found a rod that we needed without any context to why we need it, but hey, it's a rod. Whatever. Then we find this hole. Oh, the rod doesn't fit. So we go and pour some acid onto this lock and chain thing, thinking we'll just turn this wheel. Maybe that'll lower the water. No, didn't lower anything. Then we take this rod and put it into the grinder, the meat grinder, which then turns it into a smaller round thing just so we can move a gear that's floating on some algae, but the gear is heavier. But why? How did we get to this point?
I don't know. You're the one that picks the silly games for us to play.
I don't understand. I also do love the architecture, though. This is fucking sick. That's the main reason why I looked at this game. It has awesome architecture. Like, you can't
Okay.
say this doesn't look interesting.
Oh no, it looks totally cool and wacky, and I love it. But the moon logic is, well, as we just saw, it is in fact a moon. So
Which,
the
our
logic
moon, or are
is,
we
in
talking
fact-
like the moon around Mars?
It works. The mechanism is running.
It
Okay.
works, Nick. The mechanism is, I'm guessing that's a bilge. Judging by the way the gears
There's
are moving.
nothing in it.
Okay, so if we go back this way, have we drained? We have
The
drained.
water has drained into the underground system of channels. The way is free.
Ugh.
Okay, now
That's
be
just
very
gross,
careful
man.
because these stairs are going to be gross and covered in algae and probably very slippery.
The water is gone, but its stink has remained. No
Oh,
one
well.
has set foot down here in ages. This place is so cold, and the silence is eerie. My every step echoes all around.
A dark corner?
You know what? Hold on.
Let's save the game. I know what you're thinking of, Nick. And I know exactly what the outcome would be in real life if you did this. It's a very bad idea. Do not do this.
We're going to go look in the dark corner. I'm pretty sure we're about to die.
It's completely dark there.
No, this is the problem I have with this, Nick. You're about to light your lighter. Down here.
Or are we about to blow ourselves up, you think?
Okay, thankfully he doesn't do that. Because that would be a really bad idea. The amount of gas in these
Strange
sewers...
symbols in a circle. The underground certainly had a different purpose in the past than just to keep the water away.
You might just be
Okay,
setting off
so
a chain reaction at that point.
Need stuff to put in there from the looks of it. I did, however, notice that we have a small chest.
This must be James's chest. I have found it at last. They've probably hidden it somewhere before the room was filled with water.
This tunnel has an aura, as if
Another
venturing
key.
inside it would deprive me of my
James didn't
kidneys.
lie.
Okay.
Ah, my head. I'd better take my medication.
No water.
I'm sick from this bad air. I'll rest a couple of hours and return later.
Yeah, good call. Chapter 5. The fifth chapter.
I've no, you know, the blank of blank. Oh, there we go. Confession of the truth.
Okay. Confession of the truth. Ah. What the why does it do that? Come on. Okay, wait for it. I know it's coming. See, I wasn't scared that time. I don't know why you're dreaming this. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ding dong, the doctor's dead.
These horrible dreams feel like deja vu. Why am I dreaming such awful things? Just 2 days ago, my gloomy morning thoughts were interrupted by Bates' knock at the door.
Yeah, some pretty cool meds. Yeah.
Sir! Sir, open up! I must speak to you.
Okay.
Hold on, Bates. I'm there in a moment. What is it, Bates?
They just called from Ashbury regarding a very serious matter. I think it is necessary that you go there as soon as possible, sir.
Why? What exactly did they say?
I spoke with the head nurse. She did not want to tell me what has happened. I am very concerned. Maybe some news of Sir Robert.
Did she tell you anything more?
She did not want to tell me anything specific, sir.
Did you speak with Victoria about it?
No, sir. I didn't want to disturb her. Hopefully nothing much has happened, but it would be good to know for sure.
All right. I'll pay them a visit. In the meantime, keep this whole thing to yourself.
Of course. And, sir, the weather is truly terrible. A vigorous storm is approaching. The sky is entirely overcast as though it were night. I have no previous recollection of such horrid weather. It is very strange indeed.
Going to be a strong thunderstorm, that's all. But thank you for the warning. On the way to Ashbury, Bates's words resonated in my mind. Only the dark silhouette of the Ashbury sanatorium quieted them. I wonder what news of Robert I will learn.
Zayako, don't worry, Gamam is fine. The doctor is definitely not fine.
It's Samuel Gordon. Can you let me in?
Just one moment, Mr. Gordon.
Gordon, you could have called first.
Well, she obviously didn't want to discuss it on the phone.
Mr. Gordon, I have terrible news for you. The head doctor is dead.
Robert? What are you talking about?
An officer and a detective were here. It's awful.
How did it happen?
They said they found his body at the old lighthouse. James was sitting right next to the body.
James?
He was just sitting there, gazing. He didn't even try to escape, just kept crooning some melody. I never thought that he would be able to kill someone.
Where is James now? Where did they take him?
Where he belongs, back in his old cell. It is going to be his home for life.
So, Robert is dead. But if James had killed him, why didn't he run away?
Uh-oh.
I'd like to visit James. Can you let me into the main hall, to his cell?
How do you know where his cell is?
Well, Robert was in charge of this sanatorium, you remember? He told me where I'd find James.
Sorry, I did not realize that. All right then. I will let you in.
It's not because we
But
broke in
after what has
earlier.
happened, I cannot let you go in there alone. I will have to go with you.
No problem.
We can go then. You know the way, as you are so well informed. I'll be right behind you.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Oh, not this. Wait here. I must fetch a doctor.
What happened?
Oh, no.
Well, he said he would rather kill himself than go back to the sanatorium.
James. What he feared most has happened. He couldn't return to this place.
Okay. So,
Let's save the game, because you haven't done that in a minute.
true.
Yeah, everybody seems to be dying. Yeah, let's just go in there.
James wrote my name on the wall. Why did he do it?
Oh, no.
At least he died quickly.
From hanging? Not necessarily.
What was that?
I recognize that tag. Robert's keys. Someone has plastered over it. Someone has plastered.
Do you have any way to break it?
I'll try to get the plaster off.
It's...
Oh.
I'm being
Damn,
concerned by
The
music.
blade cracked.
Okay, well, I guess we're done with that then.
Ralph, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Samuel. Have you come to visit me? Or have you come to visit James?
James? James is no longer here, Ralph.
Why are you saying that? James is here with me. He's always here with me. I can hear his voice. He wouldn't leave me alone here.
I need to ask you about something that concerns James.
Yes, me and Mr. Bubby will help you.
Ralph, when did you last speak with James? Do you remember?
Yes, Samuel.
What did he say? Did he talk about why he escaped?
Maybe, but he was so terrified and was saying such a lot. Was very confused by it all. He kept saying that he hadn't killed him. That's what he was saying.
Robert!
Yes, him.
What else did he say?
He said he knew who'd killed him. That he knew.
The name. Can you remember the name of the person he was talking about?
No. I was confused. He also told me he's saying goodbye and that we would not see each other again. He didn't want to be put in his room again.
Ralph, please, try to remember who James was speaking about.
I don't know. I really don't. He wouldn't speak then, and there was a long silence. I don't like such silence.
All right, Ralph. I have to leave now.
Okay, Samuel. Mr. Bubby says okay.
Ralph was the last one to speak to James, but I probably won't be able to get much more out of him.
Oh.
Well, that's concerning.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just
Get
having a milkshake.
out immediately. You have no business being in here.
I set off for the old lighthouse on the Sharp Edge Cliffs, the only possible place where I can find out something about Robert's death. So here's where they found Robert's body. It's too dark. I can't see anything in there.
Of course.
That's not. I mean, of course. Not surprised.
Another symbol.
Another symbol. I should make a picture of this one too.
It's exactly what I said.
Done.
I want to see something. Okay. I thought it looks familiar, and it's kind of basically the last one, but flipped-ish. Not exactly the same, but that's
And we
yeah.
know that there's definitely another murder.
Yes.
We know that the doctor is dead. Not just Robert, but the doctor, because we saw it in the dream. I'm beginning to think that maybe Samuel might be connected to these murders. He might be having, like, a psychotic episode or something. And he's just, like, waking up. He's like, oh, man, everything seems so familiar, like deja vu. Or maybe that's what we're led to think. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Do you see? I mean, I think that's the hole in the masonry was the thing that we were supposed to find. But do you see anything else?
No. I'm still confused about the cans. Symbol of Mecha, harbinger of the apocalypse, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna double check this,
Okay.
but I'm going to say that barring anything else in here that we can click on, which I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I'm not
because we
seeing it
can't even
either.
Click on symbol anymore either. So I'm gonna say, let's go get this.
There's
over
nothing
with.
more to be found out here. I'll go to the morgue. Herman may know something
Oh.
new.
Yeah, see, like, we know to go to the morgue because of the dream. He's like, oh, maybe I'll go talk to my friend Herman. That Herman, he's got such a good head on his shoulders.
He probably didn't hear the bell. I'll try again. He isn't answering. Strange. I thought he'd be at home.
Oh, man, he is face down in work right now.
Well, actually,
It's
he's
open.
not face down in work,
I'll have
but
a
he's
look
got
around.
his head, head.
His head is
He's
definitely...
got his head down, and he's, trying to cut his way through everything. Yeah.
I love how innocent Samuel is. Like, oh, it was just a dream. Surely it's not the real thing happened.
As opposed to all the other demon-haunted murders that have
Where
been
could
going on.
Herman be? He left the door open, and the morgue too. Strange, indeed.
Check that bucket. What's in the bucket?
Nothing, apparently.
Now, I guess the body. Because that's supposed to be... Because in the dream it was Herman on the thing.
has seen if Yep, nope. Sheet seems to be the thing to do. Oh, you're right. It was in the bucket.
Oh, yeah, Samuel.
You know what? Fair.
What could have happened here?
Well, whatever happened here,
I mean, not to go out on a limb, but murder seems to be kind of the thing.
That expression in his eyes were awful.
Okay.
Going out on a limb doesn't cover the head. It's fair. That's not how you get ahead in life.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything we can click on here other than noticing the fact that he had some sort of horrible expression.
There's also, you can see how clean the cut is. Something sawed it off.
Who could have killed him? And why? He's clasping something in his hand. The fingers have stiffened and cannot be opened in their post-mortem spasm. He's clasping the fingers.
Go to the left side of your inventory. There's like a left arrow? Oh.
No, like we've used a bunch of things lately. So this, what we have left of inventory. We've used up everything. So like the knife, from the rook chess piece, that broke when we were trying to open up the plaster in the sanatorium. And so we're down a bit of inventory at the moment. Obviously, we're starting to build that back up. But
James must have taken them away from Robert.
Okay.
James must have.
Okay. So, how do we get a
Oh, another symbol. Unsurprising. Oh. Why is it making noise?
The fifth symbol. Got it.
Oh no. What's going on? What is going on? Why? What is happening? What is that? What did I just see?
Well,
It looked like a cutscene from
I have no
Diablo.
rational- Well, the other thing that I thought of was if you saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah,
which is
it's
the
like
first-
straight up. Like it feels like
that like well of souls that
Yeah.
was in the mine there. That's kind of what it was reminding me of. Not that I've ever played Diablo. But anyways, okay, so
Oh, the skeleton lit up.
was it?
No,
it's
something
not
else.
skeleton.
Oh, lamp.
I'll turn on the lamp. It's quite dark in here.
Fingerprints on the lamp. Samuel's going away for a long time.
There are a few plastic bags under the book. I'll take them.
Yeah.
There is nothing in them.
Not anymore. You probably did the drugs here when you killed the dude. That or the whatever's killing the dude is
Is this what I think it is?
Yes, that is in fact a brain.
It's like a doppelganger
I
that
don't know whose brain, but it's definitely a brain.
it might be a doppelganger that can make itself look like
An
William.
old microscope.
Or not William, Samuel. Oh, you got a tool.
Okay, I'm assuming we're about to use those to pry open. Question for you, Mike.
Yeah,
Look at that skeleton.
I see it.
Is it missing anything on your end?
It's missing a left side of its hip.
Okay, then it's not just me that's seeing that, or not seeing that.
Or its left
rather.
hip. Yeah, its left hip bone's just gone.
And also questionable completeness of the feet, but like noticeably the left hip is
Yeah.
not there, and I'm not sure if that's a not there, or a deep load
Yeah.
not there.
It's missing a pelvis. Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, we're gonna go back and look at the body because now we have a tool.
Let's take a look.
And we're gonna say, okay, can we use the forceps to
The
open
forceps should do the trick.
Ooh.
That must be the hair of the murderer. I have to put it into something.
Well, luckily we just got bags.
The murderer has black hair. James's hair was black as coal. I should go back to the sanatorium and obtain a sample for comparison.
Okay.
Someone's ringing the doorbell. I'd better leave quickly. Detective,
Mr. Gordon? What are you doing here?
I've come to see Dr. Herman and, I know what it probably looks like, but I'll explain everything.
What are you talking about, Gordon?
I don't know how to say this. I found Herman downstairs. He's dead.
What?
I went downstairs and found his body on the table.
That is a serious matter. Are you sure?
I know what I have seen, Detective. His body is lying on the autopsy table, with the head off.
With the head off? I must go there right away. Listen, Gordon, when you found him, were you alone? Was no one else with you?
No one.
Strange how coincidence tends to lead you to a corpse.
He was already dead when I came around.
I believe you. I know who is behind all of this.
Really? Who?
That lunatic who escaped from Ashbury a few days ago. Who else? Who else could possibly have committed such things? You remember that boy, and now Herman.
Disfigured.
A normal person cannot have done that.
That's certainly true, but he hung himself in his cell. I was in the sanatorium today.
So, the murderer's punished himself.
Are you...
Oh well. It's justice.
This guy
I
is
say.
so stupid.
But you haven't got any evidence.
Gordon, there are several disfigured
Samuel.
corpses and a madman was on the loose. You
The only
want more
alternative is
evidence?
you.
No thanks.
Woof.
Good that you told me about him, Gordon. Now please leave. I've got to go downstairs and deal with this. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Detective. Why would James want to kill Herman? He didn't even know him. I've got to get a hold of a sample of James's hair somehow and compare it with the chunk that Herman was clasping in his hand in his post-mortem spasm.
Okay. Hold
Fucking
on.
detective, not my job over there.
I mean, first of all, there's that. Like, you find out that there's been a murder, and the only, like, the person who has discovered the body, you're not even going to question him?
That's
Really?
the worst detective.
Really?
Yeah. They really
so
said
there's
Britain's
that.
finest out there.
Then there's a bit of um, the no, sorry, no. Then there's the fact of like Samuel just needs to shut up sometimes because like the detective was just talking about how you keep finding bodies or being around bodies, and if you don't think it's the lunatic that if it's not James that did the killing, who's the next most likely subject? You, Samuel. Let the man jump to his conclusions. He's wrong, but let him jump to his conclusions for the moment. Anyways,
Unfortunately, yeah, you can find our evidence at
Who is
every one of
there?
them.
Samuel Gordon, please, let me in.
Just 1 second.
Thank you. May I speak with you?
Sure.
Listen, I need to know something. Where is James's body?
Excuse me?
Don't ask, just tell me where it is.
Well, all right, if you must know. We cannot get hold of Dr. Herman. I don't know what is going on. So we placed the body in the old chapel in the graveyard until he arrives. It cannot stay much longer, though. It has to go to the morgue.
That's all. Thanks.
Huh. Thanks for telling me where the body is without asking about any of the context. Yeah, sure, you sound fine. What? Come on. What's happening?
Okay,
I need a beverage. I'll be right back.
you do that. I will attempt to entertain people. Let's talk to the boiler man. Let's see how mad he is at us, because I think we got him in trouble back.
Mind your own business. I've got no time for you.
Okay, I guess we won't talk to the boiler man. And instead, we'll just proceed off to the graveyard. Oh joy. Oh bless. To the chapel.
The chapel is locked.
Oh, and the light is flickering. Oh joy.
All right. I have retrieved
Okay.
something that is a little bit stronger than water. Actually, it's just a Sprite. But
Okay, so the chapel is locked. Presumably we need to go back and think about it. But I'm just double checking in and around the rest of the graveyard to make sure that we're not missing something before we go back to talk to
why?
Nurse Who's It.
Why would you put the body in the graveyard? Without
Actually, to be fair,
that does
why
make
not
sense.
leave it in his cell?
Yeah, why not just leave him in the cell? So wait, aren't you gonna go to the body?
No, so the body is in the chapel.
Oh,
Oh, you walked away when I did that. I clicked on the chapel to go in, and it said it's
There's
locked.
no reason to talk.
Okay. So obviously we need to find a different way.
probably the gardener or whatever his name is.
The boiler man?
The
He
boiler
didn't
man.
talk to us.
Yeah. So you thought there were 420 bones in her body? Nice.
Okay, but that seemed to bug me. Isn't it like 206?
He won't let me in.
Granted,
He would see me.
Well, he's not gonna. You want to talk to him?
granted that's 206 in a adult body. I tried talking to him on the way out. And he told me to buzz off.
I haven't got time. What do you want?
Oh, never mind.
Can you tell me, why is that chapel in the graveyard locked?
The old chapel? I'll tell you why. It's locked because nobody has any business going in it.
Can you open it for me?
No,
What?
I
What?
couldn't. Nobody is allowed to go there, like I said.
But you have the key to it, right?
Exactly. And it's going to stay that way.
I have to get into that chapel at all costs. How could I possibly obtain the key?
At all costs?
How about you lend me your key? I'll return it in a little while. You could watch my wallet for me in the meantime.
Well, a little extra added to that lousy salary of mine would come handy.
So, what do you say?
No,
Okay, thank you.
it's not possible. I can't do it.
Oh,
The head nurse would really enjoy the chance to fry my backside. I can't risk somebody finding out.
Too bad. I'll keep the wallet to myself then.
wow.
Why is the door to the boiler room locked?
I had to start locking it during the day because of that runaway loon. As far as I know, he's the first one to have pulled it off. The institution has a very good reputation in this respect, and they don't want to lose it. That's the way it should be. Loons in and none of them out.
I won't be keeping you any longer.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Do we go talk to the nurse then, now that we've talked to him? Although he obviously has the key, so it's...
We have said everything.
Okay, so no.
So no.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
Or... There's... Hold on. I'm having a thought. Because well, not last time. The first time we were here, we snuck into the whatever this place is via the boiler. Presumably that means that we could, in theory, sneak into the boiler room via the sanatorium. There's what it is. Anyways, but it doesn't seem like we can get back there, so that's not going to work. No. Okay. Or...
This is the only way to get inside the sanatorium.
Why is
I
this so
have no
complicated?
choice.
Oh no.
Okay, so we go through the sewers into not Samuel's room. Samuel is here. It might become his room, but we're gonna James. Can we say hi to Ralph?
I don't know what we could talk about.
Okay, the answer is no. We don't. Want
What's
to
on the
say hi.
table? Anything interesting? No? Okay.
Does not appear though. So, anyways, we're going to then go out here.
I must be quiet so I won't get caught. This time, I wouldn't have any explanation.
As opposed to the last time that you had such a great
Don't forget to
I'm
save your
lucky
game.
there's no one here. I've
Oh,
got to
good
take
point.
advantage of that before somebody comes.
We hadn't done anything risky and stupid lately until we started doing risky and stupid things.
Yeah. If he's using it, yeah, what does it matter? Exactly.
No, we don't want to go to the lobby. That is in fact where we have been, and it wasn't working for us.
Boiler room.
How do I obtain the keys to that chapel? I'll have a look around here. I've got to come up with something.
Yeah, let's go. I was gonna say that lantern would be good.
I can't see anything useful.
Oh, of course, you can't see the nice lantern in front of you. I've got a lighter. This man's willing to hold a burning lighter in his hands. He doesn't even feel it.
Too bad. No spare keys. Just an old pair of rubber boots. Personal stuff. I'll leave it as it is.
Okay, you have rubber boots. Anything in the next locker? No?
No.
Throw the boots into the furnace. Nothing like a little
The
rubber
door
fire.
of the boiler is very hot. I will get burnt.
Oh. There's a rag right there. Wow.
Okay. Not saying that we might
I
not
can't leave
want-
now. The boiler man would see me.
Okay. So,
I'm just
Man,
saying,
do I-
throw them into the boiler. Maybe it'll create enough smoke that he'll be like, holy shit, I should do something about it.
I should dampen it first.
Right, the steam. When it's the steam. Oh. What?
I should dampen it first.
The steam, Nick. Remember? You did that in the before? Oh no, you wet it first before you put it over the steam thing. That's right. You don't remember any of this, do you?
no, not at all. However,
Nah, he's not gonna slam dunk those boots in there. Alright.
The door of the boiler is
The steam, put it up with the rag. No? He doesn't use the steam like that? Okay. There's probably some water over... Oh! There's probably some water on the table over there. Nope. Well, there's definitely water in that hallway. Because there's that little fountain at the end of the hall.
oh, there is there? There is.
I believe there is. That's a fountain
Yeah.
over there, right? Yeah, see?
Uh,
So it's like the same fountain that's in your basement. Like, the exact same thing.
it doesn't seem to be clickable.
Oh. Well, I mean,
is
it was...
there water in James? There is.
There's a faucet, yes.
It could use fixing. It's leaking.
Okay. Now we have a wet rag. I really don't know why we're opening the boiler. I'm just guessing.
I mean,
I'm like,
like,
what else can we do?
honestly, like opening it up, toss it in a pair of boots to make something.
Oh wow!
that-
Actually, now I'm seeing why you opened the roof of that thing. That it might actually be. This is the answer. Huh.
This should attract some attention.
See,
Now, I've got to get going.
I'm glad me and Samuel think alike on this.
Or, what's
What?
I don't see what the point of it.
Oh, put the boots into the boiler so that way he goes into the boiler room, and then you can grab his keys from outside.
Maybe, probably. Okay, it's like seems like a very roundabout way of doing it. But I guess we did try robbery and it was not the correct option.
Yeah.
Maybe I went a bit too far with those boots. Hopefully none of the smoke has gotten into the building.
It has. But you really don't care. Oh, he did leave his keys. Excellent.
Perfect. He left the keys in the lock. I'll borrow them.
See, I was just going to take his shovel and then bash him on the back of the head, but whatever. That might have been the more violent option, I suppose. I need to watch this one from the
The
start.
chapel is locked.
Don't worry, Ziopo. We've been. I remember almost all of this, and so far it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
James's body. I need a little hair for comparison with the sample that Herman was clasping in his hand.
We might have to look at it closely.
I need to use something to cut off a little hair. I don't want to touch him with my hands.
Yep.
Now he's thinking about that. Wow. Do you have anything to cut? Ooh, a box.
There are 2 big bottles full of chlorine in it.
Right click.
There
left.
are 2 big bottles.
I tried right clicking and it's not
Okay.
anything.
Chlorine in there. Perfect. Okay. That's where I'd like to store my chlorine, in the chapel. I've been around Murder Mecha too much. Yeah, maybe. Oh, shards. There we go.
A broken glass.
I like how we both go, yeah, there we go. That makes sense. He's broken glass. But we played enough adventure games. You just have to kind of think like this.
Okay, this should do. Where could I have a close look at it? Well, maybe just. I'll go back to the morgue and use Herman's microscope.
Oh, that wasn't plain to everybody else?
But I'm kind of just realizing it now. Oh, he got the body out of there. I'm surprised he didn't just leave it here. He's like, well, that was a short trip.
He's like, pull open drawer, dumps body on drawer, slides drawer back closed. Moving on with our lives.
It's set up properly now. I can use it.
All right.
It's set up.
You just have to, I guess. Left click, right click, something.
Sorry, I just got a text message.
Oh.
Was that just now, or did I miss it earlier? Okay, I'll get that.
Black Mirror implies the existence of the white. Well, maybe.
It's set up properly.
Oh, I guess you have to
Okay,
put both
I
down.
guess we gotta put both so we can have a side by side.
Okay. All right, I'm down behind that. Let's do it.
The samples differ. Even I can see that. It wasn't James who killed Herman. But who was it then? Who's got a black Morris?
You know who else has black hair?
Yeah.
Going back to your theory from early Crow.
I think I think Samuel committed this one. That, or again, it's a doppelganger.
Actually, this is the easier way of doing this.
Or it could be one of Samuel's ancestors back from the dead, because that's a possibility.
True, there
It's
is
empty.
that possibility.
It's a weird possibility, one that no one with any sanity would ever think. But you know,
There's no letter.
so far we have just been. There's many sharks have been jumped. And it's okay. I don't mind. The mauve mirror. Morris, give me your hair. Sure, boss. Whatever you say. Don't hurt me.
Morris isn't here. Where could he have gone?
Oh no, Nick. Turn the light on. He's in that cell. He's dead. No, okay. I was just over dramatic. Sorry. I just thought like he would be dead too.
I mean, no, that is. Oh, there's a letter.
A letter. Strange things have been happening around here. It all began a few days after the funeral of old Mr. Gordon, when his heir Samuel returned to
Then
the
his
manor.
heir Samuel returned to the manor. I haven't got a clue as to what's going on, but when somebody finds this note, I'll be far away already. It seems to me that that detective wants to frame me for Henry's murder, so I won't be hanging around. I'm going to go while there's still time. Feel free to keep my last month's wage, and don't bother looking for me. I won't be returning. Morris.
Morris has run away. I knew he couldn't be trusted. What if it was he who committed the murders?
Okay, Samuel. There have been a string of murders in the area. I don't think I'm going to, question anybody's judgment who has decided to get the fuck out.
Yeah. This is absolutely understandable.
Let me rephrase that. To get the fuck out, not in a body bag.
Yeah. Oh. He left his cap here. I thought we were going to find
Morris's
his body.
cap.
It's like, this seems like such a good setup for that.
True, that would be a good setup.
I have to say,
I found a little hair. I should examine it closely.
a lot of stuff in this
Maybe
game
this
doesn't
sample will match
meet
the
any
one Herman was clasping in his hand.
like expectations or anything, so it's been pretty good. It's just been like going all kinds of places. All right, let's go take this sample of hair of someone we know didn't do this. Because I think Samuel's just grasping at straws here.
No, he's grasping at hairs.
He's grasping at hairs. And he's starting to, I think he also is just afraid that he might be involved. We're just watching him go, oh, maybe it's another guy. Maybe it was that guy at the Geek Squad down at Best Buy. He had black hair. Could be anybody.
No, Morris isn't the murderer I'm looking for either. But if it isn't him, then who?
Let's see, is there a mirror in here?
Well, you have the black mirror. Well, how about you go back to your room? I think there was like a hairbrush. Maybe you could be like, nah, it can't be me. I mean, all right, I'll just take a look. I'll make sure I'm not going crazy. Oh, can we go into Robert's study now?
Oh, we can.
It's locked.
We have his keys.
Oh, we do have his key.
We did take it from the corpse.
Well, we took it from James's corpse, who presumably took it from Robert's corpse.
Robert's study. I feel as though he were watching me even now.
Is that him? Is that Robert?
Another key. Who's the man in the picture? I've never seen his face before. I have to find his place in the past and obtain his key.
Interesting.
Is there not, there's a lot, not all the time, but it's not unusual to have like a little nameplate at the picture. Can we not look down and see if there's one of those?
Yeah, there's no nameplate. Just another key. We certainly aren't running out of folks to murder, though. That's true.
I'm tired, but I won't rest yet. Study of the human brain. Robert has left this one opened. He won't be able to finish it now.
Oh, bookcase.
Assorted medical literature. Medical volumes. There's no point in skimming through these. Most of them are in Latin.
40, 11, 20.
That is a year prior to building the foundation of the castle. That is a year prior to...
That's probably a code for something.
It probably is, but
What
I
about the
don't know.
clock? So it's gonna be a clock answer. Ooh.
Exactly 12? It probably doesn't work.
Okay, so I'm guessing you put it at that time. So it's 20 was the
okay.
last two, but I don't know MC. My
It's 1020.
1000.
1120, so 1120.
1120. All right.
It occurs to me that I possibly did this the wrong way.
1120. All right, cool.
That's 10. That's going to be 1120.
Oh. Oh.
A secret bookcase. Robert had more secrets than anyone would have suspected.
Wow. Who did he commission to build this? Oh no. Oh no, Nick, there's like numbers and stuff. Oh no.
Okay, so there's a... Three, four, 6, 3, 8. Oh.
Okay.
We can
But
click on each one, adjust the number, and presumably we have to make something.
I wonder if it's something to do with the middle number. Click the middle number and try turning the dial. No? Okay. I was thinking it was like a math puzzle where you had to like add them up or something like that. No hints. Oh, wait, maybe. There's a small table. Oh, and some stuff.
Anatomy. Some medicine. I'd better leave it alone.
Okay.
There's a solution of a distinct color in some of the tubes. Maybe this is what Robert was working on all the time. The liquid in the tube smells very bad. A little key was hidden there.
Oh. Well, that'll come in handy. Probably for the drawers.
It looks like a security code.
Oh.
There's nothing else there, just papers and a book.
Don't bother reading those.
Sophie, Robert's wife. She left him many years ago.
Okay. So if we go now look at this.
A code of some sort. Strange, there's no writing on it.
There's a serial number on the bottom.
Yeah.
Do you have to hold this up to like a flame?
Or do we use the Nope. Okay.
Try using your lighter on it. No, okay. So it's not heat activated. Maybe it has to be shown through as light? No, okay. Let's see. Oh, there's actually literally a light to click on. Wow.
It sheds a strange greenish light. Six, 3, 0, 8, 1.
Okay. Thank you for reading that out loud.
Okay. As I just drop a note, like, do I have a pad of paper right next to me and a pen that I could write down a number on?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely I could. Am I going to do that? No. I'm going to write it in chat so I can just look to my left.
It works perfect. I think they picked like the loudest clicking noise. I'm gonna turn that down. Yeah, that's a terrible noise. I don't know who. I that was a poor choice on the noise there, that clicking. There we go.
This is the right combination.
Okay. And inside the safe is...
It must be very old.
A ring.
It's a 3.5 millimeter.
3.5 millimeter bullet.
Weird.
It's like a Derringer.
What's... Hold on. I'm doing some math. Said it was a 3.5?
Yeah.
That's like a 13 or 14 caliber bullet in terms of, you know, the usual inch.
Oh.
So that's like a toy more, like 3.5 millimeter. What are you doing with a 3.5 millimeter? Go get a real gun.
I have no clue what's in them. A chemical of some sort, that's for sure. There are dates on the labels, month after month.
I, William Gordon, have decided to bequeath my possessions as follows. To my dear Victoria, I give and will all my personal possessions, the family jewels and valuables, as they righteously belong to her, to her heirs and assigns forever. To my grandson, Samuel Gordon, I hereby transfer the ownership of the Black Mirror Castle, with all the neighboring lands. To him I also devise the administration of our family residence. Let him take care of it properly, as I no longer can. To his heir and assigns forever. To my beloved son James, I give the full right to live in his native residence for however long he should desire, until the end of his days. By this I hope to at least partially atone for your having to live in complete loneliness, my dear James. And lastly, to my firstborn son Robert. After long pondering, I have decided to deny the right to the property of our family. However, I do retain his right to his property and things that he has been making use of in our family residence. I know that you are well aware of the reason of my decision, Robert. In my eyes, you are no longer worthy of the name Gordon. These decisions I make of my own free will, and in the best of conscience. William Gordon.
Damn.
William's last will was apparently meant to stay hidden from everyone. Robert, I see now I didn't know you at all, you bloody beast.
Wow.
We got a letter?
Dear Samuel, it was not easy for me to find fitting words for these first lines that I hope you are reading.
As well as it was not easy to find out where you were living. I hope that my letter will reach your hands as soon as possible, as there is not much time left. Since your departure, I have contributed all my efforts and endless hours of sleepless nights looking for the truth about our family. I feel that I am already very close to beholding its full face, and I am concerned that I might not have the strength to look at it alone. Therefore I am turning to you, Samuel, for I know that you will hear out my plea. In this envelope, you will find the ancient ring of our heritage. It is very important that you always have it with you. Take extraordinary care of it. I will explain everything when you arrive. Please return to our manor and help me. I know my time is closing in. I can feel it. I am afraid.
Oh.
William knew something, but now there's no way to find out what. Maybe I could have helped him if I had received the letter on time. I hope you're frying in hell. Can you hear me, Robert?
So we could go to the seance.
Robert's diary.
And see. Okay.
May 2nd. Tomorrow I will visit Dr. Herman in the morgue. If he understands what I wrote to him in my letters, it shouldn't be too hard to convince him.
I think he's my man. May 3. The visit to Herman fulfilled my expectations. Our secret agreement will make further progress in my research much easier. It did not take much effort to convince him to cooperate, just as I expected. Herman understands that science and research of novel concepts sometimes demands sacrifices. He agreed to take care of the first delivery tomorrow already, which suits my plans perfectly. If it were not for him, I do not know how it would be possible for me to keep on disposing of those damn bodies. Letting a few corpses disappear without a trace certainly will not be a problem for him as a pathologist.
Oh.
Last, I can resume work on the tests. May 8th. Previous tests were no use, and several months of work turned out completely futile. God's sake, where could I have made a mistake? Where? Calculated all the components almost 1,000 times, and just haven't a clue as to what could be wrong. It's starting to make me tired. It's taking much too long, and with every new day, I'm afraid that someone will find out. It is with great luck that I convinced Herman to cooperate at the right moment. Either I improve the composition of the substance, or raise doses as they are. Otherwise, I cannot proceed further. Yes, that's it. The composition is correct. I merely require to raise the dosage. Yes! Should have started sooner with them. Oh, I will raise the concentration by 100%. May 9. Administered the higher concentrate to 2 subjects. I have to wait several days before I can make accurate measurements. At least I can now take a rest from all the figures and calculations. May 12. I thought I would not have to take any notes for the next few days, but I had a word with James today. He was acting differently than usual, and spoke about things that must never come to light. He knows too much about the methods of my research and can expose me. And worse, they would believe him. Do not know what to do now. Locked in that cell of his, he's trying to corner me. How ironic. Never before have I considered direct violence. But he is a threat to all my efforts and everything that I have achieved. May 13. Things are apparently worse than I thought. The head nurse spoke to James, and she herself suggested to me that we should release him for some time. It was quite an effort to convince her that James must stay where he is because of his condition. I have no clue what he told her to make her believe him, but I'm afraid he may tell her everything next time. Must not happen. He is not the fool I thought he was. I have to get rid of him somehow. May 15. Everything I once held firm in my hands is beginning to crumble and fall like a house of cards. Higher doses have had no effect. I verified all the measurements twice. Do not know how to continue. The whole affair with James refuses resolution. He must never be allowed to return to Black Mirror. Do what has to be done. There is only one possibility left. Only one solution. I will dispense with the calculations and raise the ratio of the effective substance by another 100%. I know whose veins I will inject the serum into this time.
Oh no.
Herman helped Robert hide the results of his experiments. The bodies of the patients would end up in his morgue, and no one was to find out.
Oh.
So, if I'm keeping track of the calculations, apparently the dose he gave to James was 20 times higher than what he started off at?
Whatever it is, yeah.
We also
Old
have...
runes and Latin words are carved around the area.
Okay, so that was the ring.
It's
We
the
looked
last
at the
will, and
we
the
looked at
undelivered will.
letter.
Yeah, and then the diary. Okay.
Did we not grab anything? I thought we grabbed something else, but apparently not.
More tubes with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, because I just noticed we're about...
Yeah,
we
we're
hit
about 2 hours. Yeah.
Why don't we call it here for tonight?
Yeah.
This seems like a natural stopping space spot. No, because I want to put a date. What is today's date? Today is the 27th.
The date is the 27th. Yeah, Robert is not a good person, and neither is Herman. But you know what's funny is Herman was so weird that we just never. We were like, okay, yeah, sure, maybe he does hide bodies, but we never really like. It is kind of odd because he has this like morgue in the middle of nowhere to himself that he lives in.
I mean, personally, I would think if somebody lived in their, own like personal morgue, that might in and of itself explain what was wrong with somebody. So I don't know.
Yeah. Black bears are like Jello, 7 years bad luck if you break them. I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works at all. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, for stopping by here on the Courtesy Flush. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we try to make our way through this game filled with strange nonsense. And it's interesting, and I want to see the end of it. I don't know. Like, at first I was like, oh, Samuel's doing the murders. But now I'm like, maybe Samuel's doing the murders because Robert injected him with some kind of weird serum. Like, I keep thinking I know what the answer is, and it's just not the answer. So I'm excited. I want to see the next part.
It has certainly continued to be weird.
That's true. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'm going to raid Farm Sim Friday this evening. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time here on the Courtesy Flush. Have a good night.
Good night, all.